The Bear delivered 2 seasons of flawless narrative in a sea of cheesy remakes and poorly written television, which is one of the reasons it caught the TV world by storm over the past 2 years. Every season had a unique tale to tell. There was a distinct narrative arc that led to a predetermined destination, and designer Christopher Storer incorporated strong character arcs with themes of loss, death, and family into those narratives. We saw characters embark on poignant journeys and relationships develop, all presented in a style that would later come to be associated with The Bear: shrewd writing, brisk editing, and stunning photography that simultaneously emphasized the bustle of the kitchen and emphasized the closeness of more private moments. In a nutshell, The Bear's first and, to a more extent, second seasons were cinematic experiences. The Bear Season 3 falls short of its predecessor's caliber, even though it still retains some of its enchantment. Its episodes frequently feel like filler rather than the sharp, mini-stories that earlier episodes presented, and it lacks the unique framework that the prior seasons had. This could be the result of the third and fourth seasons being filmed concurrently, which would explain why the season finale feels more like a midpoint than anything else, but it still doesn't justify the season's overall lack of focus. The Bear Season 3 picks up following Carmy's panic-stricken episode in the Season 2 finale, which forces him to set aside his feelings and work tirelessly with the crew to ensure the restaurant's success. Naturally, this just serves to weaken his relationships with his teammates. Carmy is headed for a train wreck for the most of the season, but no one confronts him. He's engaged in an absurd, season-long fight with Richie that is just uncalled for. Marcus and Everett don't receive nearly enough screen time, but the facts get too much. Sydney also finds herself neglected, but she says nothing about it, which is unusual for her. The latter does Ayo Edebiri, a talented actor who wasn't given much material to work with, a special disservice. Sydney purses her lips, sighs, and frowns throughout Carmy's new regimen, but she seldom ever tries to bring the matter up with Carmy. Carmy doesn't interact with these ideas or beliefs in the present. Instead, we only witness flashbacks from the past that help to explain his actions. When taken as a whole, this is a major setback for Sydney and Carmy's relationship, which serves as the centerpiece of the program. A gap between the two would be entertaining to see, but it has to make sense, and The Bear Season 3's portrayal of these characters falls well short of that. Where is the bond between Carmy and Sid from the incident in Season 2 Episode 9 where they sat under a table and decided they improved each other? In that statement, did Carmy say he wouldn't even want to accomplish this without her? Still, though. Of course, there are also happy moments. Richie shares some touching scenes with his daughter and ex-husband, exploring the realities of divorced families, and Episode 8 delves deeply into the poignant mother-daughter relationship between Donna and Natalie. Tina also has a lovely episode that explores her past and features a beautiful scene of dialogue between her and Mikey. The final one, Ice Chips, is unquestionably the best of the season and has outstanding performances from Elliot and Curtis. Every conversation still feels authentic, and Season 3 does a good job of putting its creative flourishes back into it. A stunning montage including several scenes from Carmy's life are intercut throughout a half-hour in Episode 1. The physical mess of spilled food and shattered dishes is used by Episode 3's frantic energy to illustrate how dysfunctional the crew is right now. But the season falls short in spite of those outstanding shots, interesting characters, and thought-provoking dialogue. Even now, The Bear remains a compelling watch and has superior writing to many other television programs. However, Season 3 falls short of its own expectations.